And we're back with game 5 in this amazing series between Food Please and Gummibaer on Nomad. And the game is about to start. And we have, what kind of civilizations do we have?
Yeah, okay, we have Food Please with the Celts, so versus Gummibaer Gruen with the Turks. So yeah, Gummibaer Gruen is at a disadvantage here, I think, with the Turks is more an Imperial Age civilization.
Indeed, indeed. And the Celts, well, I'm not sure how they are on Nomad, but I would say they're much better than Turks. And I think the game is about to start. At least I hope so. The spec delay has counted down. We're not in it yet, but let's see. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about the civilization. So the Turks, of course, get gunpowder for free, but that's only in the Imperial Age. They get a gold mining bonus, and they also get free upgrades to light cavalry and hussar. Unfortunately, Turks are also the only civilization which don't get elite skirmishers, they don't get pikemen, and they don't get mangonel or onager. So they're pretty weak against a lot of things, to be honest.
Well, probably the light cavalry upgrade might help Gummibaer Gruen when he builds scouts.
As he likes to do.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll leave the lobby quickly and try to get back in, because it looked like we weren't able to start the game. Now we're in the game. Okay, very nice. There we are. And we're in the game again. It's Nomad, and again we have some closed off areas. Oh, that's
interesting.
Potential for disaster.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't build a dock here or here. And otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, but I think they're building safe. Gummibaer
very safe. They're having a nice dock over here.
And I think Food Please is just a bit in the north. Yeah, it's building up there. Yeah.
Right,
so that are safe locations.
Right next to the relics. We just had, for this game, we had a little talk about relics, about the nail of the Holy Cross, which you can actually see in Bamberg if you are into that kind of thing. Now let's look at the TC locations. So Gummibaer having a TC location here.
Okay, but he has berries, but he doesn't really have stone. Well, he has the gold.
And stone over here.
Yeah, the gold not really close by, but I think acceptable.
But this is a better location,
I think. I mean, much better location.
Doesn't have the berries, but he has the gold and the stone.
Yeah, and he can build a wall in the wood.
Yes, he can build a wall here.
Or down there even, yeah.
Here it's a little bit more open, but I think he can wall this.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty safe location.
Wall here, and this is already closed off. And I think food is not too much of an issue in these Nomad games, because there's a lot of herdables over here, and we have these cow, which are extra nice because they give you 150 food. And I think they have a larger vision radius.
Yeah, Food Please already scouting.
So it's actually 3 tiles, if I'm not mistaken. So that's very nice. Food Please scouting over here.
And fishing, yeah.
And fishing, as he's done in every game. So that's been very consistent, and I actually like this because you get a very nice food boost right from the beginning with this villager without having to walk it all the way back to the main base. Now, Gummibaer trying to do more scouting, which I like, I have to say. So,
yeah, didn't find.
But he should use. He should use this cow for more scouting. I mean, you maybe go around here, try to unravel this fog of war. He sees that there's another cow over here, so you could just grab it with a villager. But so far, I like the start of these players. And yeah, 1 fishing ship for Food Please and 1 for Gummibaer right next to this big fish. So I don't know if you're into fish, but this is a snapper. We have some salmon here. So I don't know, which would you prefer? Does the salmon or we only have snapper? Quite interesting seed. Okay, not very. The marine biome is not very diverse.
Yeah, it might get interesting depending on which side they are going to expand or going with their fishing ships. So yeah, it depends on that whether they may find each other's docks or not.
So I hope their civilization, the people of them, like snapper, because that's the only food you're gonna get, basically. I mean, you have some shorefish, but no turtles, no marlin, no diversity in this biome. Only salmon and snapper.
Well, maybe Food Please will make up for the diverse villager group again.
Yeah, again, you will be able to only produce female villagers, maybe, but no, already having some males over here. Quite unfortunate. Now let's look at the scouting. I mean, the score already tells us that the scouting is much more even in this game. I mean, Gummibaer, not too perfect, but he knows a little bit about this map. And Food Please, interestingly, hasn't scouted around his his base. And there seems to have been a pause between those two players. But look at this, only seeing his vision range and not around here.
Yeah, that's unusual for him, because usually he really is scouting pretty much the whole map.
Yeah, and so he doesn't know where Gummibaer is yet. Gummibaer is not too far away, to be honest. Gummibaer having one isle over here, just enjoying the view. Food Please getting housed, so that's a sound you never want to hear. Luckily he has already built the first house, now going for a mill next to these deer, which is very nice. It's a nice food boost, 140 food per deer over here. And now it's 4 fishing ships for Gummibaer and 5.
Yeah.
And
now he's scouting with the fishing ship, I think.
Oh yeah, he's actually scouting. You see a lot of his, clicking.
No, he won't find Gummibaer.
No, he won't find it. Oh, but I don't know how this works. No, it's just walking. I'm not sure if he has to collect this food first, or if it can just continue running around. Maybe we'll go a little bit back to these civilizations. Oh, look at this!
Already starting with this.
Attack him! Oh yeah, very nice. Again, we have a lot of, you see that vision is very important in these kinds of games. Food Please going for outposts, but Gummibaer spotting him, attacking this villager. Very nicely done. And Food Please not going back to his TC, but he's going all the way around. So I think that's a minor victory for Gummibaer. And now let's quickly go back to the civilization. So Celts, of course, infantry are faster, lumberjacks work faster, so very nice civilization. Siege weapons fire faster, and the sheep are not converted, of course, so in this case it's not sheep, it's the cows. And the siege workshop units can have more HP if upgraded. So I think that's clearly the better civilization in this case. Now another villager coming forward, trying to complete this outpost. Will Gummibaer react in time to kill the villager? No, it's too late already. And now it's 29 against 26. So it seems like that Gummibaer is idling his TC a lot in the early game, and you see that in the score. I mean, it's 1,000 against 700 points over here.
Yeah, Food Please, 4 villages ahead.
Yeah, 7 fishing ships against how many of Gummibaer? I think it's 6 fishing ships. So there's one less.
About 31 to 27 villages.
Oh, okay. Now trying to lame. Now Food Please trying.
Both advancing to feudal age now.
And Food Please is trying to lame Gummibaer, but it's not really successful. I mean, yes, he's built some palisades, but also this villager has to run. And I don't know what happened to the other couple of villagers who chased each other. But yeah, he is more chasing, but he has to fight this. He cannot let her go, because she will just build a tower in the next age. So he has to go for this, he has to chase her back to the opponent's TC. Oh, now it's getting dicey over here. Both of them will hit Feudal Age soon, so Gummibaer will be up faster, so he can go for an immediate fire galley over here. Oh yeah, I like this. I think this villager might actually be picked off in the end by Gummibaer. Actually, this villager carrying a little bit of gold. I don't know what this villager is up. But yeah, Foodbliss would like to keep this villager around to build a tower, but Gummibaer doing the right thing, just chasing it down. So he cannot really use this villager for any kind of shenanigans. But of course, as in every game, there's a tower here.
And it will deny the gold.
Yeah, will deny the gold. And Gummibaer has a gold here that he could take, but it's very far away.
Yeah, but does he know there's a gold?
That's a big question, and he doesn't, but he knows that there's a gold over here, so that's another one that he could take. Unfortunately, oh, did he kill the villager? Or maybe he did. Yes, but tower's up.
Tower's up, yeah.
Gummibaer not reacting.
Denied.
And yeah, that's it. Gold's denied, and now Foodbliss can just advance and build more towers over here. And there's the one villager over here, just hiding out. And there's the next tower. Now Gummibaer has to react. He has to build a counter tower, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's building it up on the hill. Very nice. Also dropping a little bit of palisade wall, blocking off this approach by Foodbliss. And Gummibaer also already advancing to Castle Age. Very nicely done by him. He knows that the civilization is more about the late game, but he needs to get this tower up. That's so crucial to his whole game plan. He needs to click it. Yes, yeah, very nicely done.
And Foodbliss also going to
this
Castle Age.
villager will just die, I think. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yeah. And Foodbliss is ahead in villagers already.
No, the villager's just walking through.
Oh, just walking away. Never mind me, I'm just passing. Oh, I'm just chilling out here.
Yeah.
1 HP. Don't mind me. And now this tower war is going on. And yeah, let's test the hypothesis. So it's 4 arrows firing for each tower. This tower has 5 attack. And it does, I think, 21 damage, whereas this tower has 5 plus 1 attack, and I think it's doing less. But it's a little bit more complicated because this tower is firing 4 arrows versus... okay, now it's also 4 arrows. I'm not sure. I mean, the calculation is kind of difficult because the villagers only contribute a certain amount of arrows.
Yeah, but Foodbliss' power is destroyed now.
Is destroyed now. So the initial tower was failed for Foodbliss. Very interesting. Still no water aggression, so both of them kind of forgetting that they could be going for that.
And now both of them in Castle Age. So Foodbliss well up.
And we see knights, because that's what Gummibaer is going for. And now Foodbliss has to panic, but the wall is in his favor because the map is in his favor because he can wall off very easily over here, as we've said in the beginning. But I think there's still a hole over here, right?
Yeah, it looks that way.
It just looks like there's a clear hole in here. Well, let's see if he will notice that, but yeah, so far. He doesn't notice it, and the knights are coming. Oh, this could be devastating for Foodbliss.
And there's the hole.
And he's, of course, not patrolling, because why would you patrol?
Yeah.
Because then he could have picked up 2 villages already. But and still, yeah, just attack. Maybe you could just attack Gummibaer. Yes, picking off 1 villager, picking up off a second one. Maybe a third one will go down. No, I think the TC will scare the knights away.
And also
they're getting the last
one
hit,
knight killed.
but I don't think it was worth it. Alright, very very nicely done by Gummibaer. Let's look at the villager count. It's dead even. No water aggression. Safe gold over here. I don't think that Food Please knows about this one. And the knights are still there. Okay, they're getting a lot of free hits in by the TC. That's unfortunate. So, and yeah, Food Please does not know. And he builds Spearman, and this knight will also get taken out by the Spearman. I think that pure knights, just streaming them in one by one is not good enough. Now finally...
Didn't close the hole, right?
Yeah, now he just closed the hole, so I just noticed it. And yeah, maybe he can pick off another villager. No, he won't be able to do that, and he cannot leave this area
another knight
at the moment. But still, I mean, that's what gets Gummibaer ahead. Look at this, 40 villagers against 37. Very interesting stuff indeed. But look at this, fishing ships idling the fishing ships. That's very bad, because that means that for Food Please, all of these 10 fishing ships are working, whereas Gummibaer, they're not working. 6 fishing ships not working at all. So that's a huge discrepancy. And you see that in the idle count. I mean, yes, he's 3 villages ahead, but 10 of them are idle. So it's not too much use actually. And now Food Please, yes, stone count at 406. I think he's taking more, so he could go for a castle drop soon, and I think castle drop would actually be a good choice in his position. Whereas for Gummibaer, he's spending his resources very well, but not going for stone too much. Oh, now going for this very dangerous mill, I have to say, because if Food Please has a little bit of cavalry, just maybe 2 knights, he can just easily deny this whole farmland over here.
Yeah, but he doesn't know it's there, so maybe it's safe.
Yes, okay, maybe going for a bow. I'm not sure if this fire galley can leash. Oh, God. Food Please boxing in his fire galley between the relic and the dock. That's very interesting. Otherwise, more of a stalemate over here. Few knights with now +2 defense. I'm not sure. I mean, Turkish knights are... I mean, Castle Age, they're fine, but then later on, Imp, what are they gonna do? So I think that Gummibaer needs to go for a different strategy. So another unit that the Turks are very good with is cavalry archers, actually, because they get a unique tech that gives the cavalry archers plus 20 HP. So
oh no, please, no, the water action. But the other fire galleys seems to be boxed in.
Yeah, I think he needs to collect this relic with a monk, and then maybe it's be able to come out. I don't think that Gummibaer should necessarily fight this. I mean, he hasn't used his fishing ships at all. Maybe build a fire galley, maybe upgrade to fire ship. Oh, but the knights are in again. Oh, killing a villager, maybe killing another one. Yes, killing another one, killing 2, killing 3, and killing 4, killing 5, killing 6 villagers, killing 7 villagers. Very, very nicely done. And look at this, 44 to 37. And Food Please has 26 idols at this point. 26! That's huge. And there is a sneaky siege workshop by Gummibaer, but I don't think it will accomplish too much because there's some spearmen over here, so you cannot just drop a mangonel. Yeah, maybe Gummibaer should maybe go for Imp even. Yeah, and these fishing ships, I'm not sure. I think they will just get taken out. Yeah. There's a single fire galley over here. Yeah, maybe you can make something happen.
Yeah, the ships are...
But I mean, if he's gonna abandon water anyways, then he should have not even gone for this fire galley, I think. Okay, but this very nice safe gold is what's saving Gummibaer over here. Now going for crossbowmen, and the crossbowmen are obviously very strong against the pikemen. Of course, the pikemen are in big numbers, but yeah, or the spearman is, oh, it's not even pikeman, it's just spearman. And so just a couple of crossbowmen, they can just sit behind this wood line and just harass the villages of Food Please all day long, as much as they please. And, oh, Food Please overchopped. So there used to be a tree here, and now it's open. And now Gummibaer should just put these archers on stand ground.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they're just gonna walk into the TC fire. Oh, that's very nice. But the knights could just run in. It's looking nice for Gummibaer, actually. I mean, he's killing villagers left and right. That's 46 to 40. Yes, the fishing ships have gone down. So fishing ships are in favor of Food Please. But now the castle drop that we've talked about is coming down over here on the bottom of this hill. But maybe Gummibaer can just vacate this area, move somewhere else, drop another TC maybe over here or over here. I think a TC on this location would be very nice to protect also his farmers and stone miners. But now the knights are in again, and look at all of those villagers. Oh, but there is a TC, so they are safe for now. And I think we will see a mangonel soon from this. Oh, he's housed. Gummibaer, what are you doing? Still not too much happening on water. A score very close. It's 48 to 40 villages. Gummibaer, I would say, is in the lead at this point. I mean, yes, this castle is nice, but yeah, it's not gonna accomplish too much. I mean, might be killing off this TC, but Gummibaer still housed. Now building a house with a single villager. Gummibaer. What is he doing? I think he's just tired at this point. I mean, yes, this mangonel could have gone out 2 minutes ago. This TC could have already been down by now. And now Woad Raiders coming in, and Woad Raiders, very fast infantry, pretty strong, as the name implies. They're a very good raiding unit, and that's what you see here. So they will be just able to pick off 1 villager, 2 villagers, 3 villagers, 4 villagers, and Gummibaer does not react. And oh, there goes all the advantage that Gummibaer had. Now it's only 2 villagers advantage for Gummibaer, and the Woad Raiders can just continue.
And also Gummibaer is idling with about 10 more villagers.
Yeah.
Please, so.
And that too. Luckily the Woad Raiders now focusing on a house, and that gives these crossbowmen time to go over and maybe kill them if he realizes. But of course he does not use patrol, because why would you patrol if you can just walk into the enemy? But now it looks like he's able to clean up, boxing in his crossbowmen over here, is able to clean up all of these Woad Raiders. So a little bit sloppy by Food Please, losing all of his army over here. In the meantime, mangonel working on this TC. I think it will go down. Still having some crossbowmen over here. Still a single pikeman over here. A couple more pikemen destroying this house. And yeah, I think this TC will go down. But you have to remember, the water is all in favor of Food Please, where still there's 1 galley boxed in by the relic. Now let's see what these players are doing. First TC is down for Food Please, and now the second TC will come under fire soon. And yeah, he has to build a defensive castle way in the back. He will maybe even lose this villager. Yeah, I think he will. It'll take a little bit of effort, but it will be done. But there's one problem that I see now for Gummibaer. His gold is running out, and yeah, okay, yeah, does have another one over here, so he will be fine.
Yeah, and also he has 1800 gold.
Oh, in the bag.
So,
oh, maybe he should just buy himself up to him, and he should definitely build a castle. I think that's one thing that that he should maybe even build it up here once his TC goes down. That's something that he's always missing And one unit that he could build from the castle is the Janissary. So that's the unique unit of the Turks. It's basically a hand cannoneer that you can already build in Castle Age, and they are quite strong in Castle Age especially. Now the second TC of Food Police will get shot down by the Mangonel, but he still has one TC over here, and maybe he's going for another one. No, not at the moment, so he will lose this one, but the castle will protect his gold and protect all of these villages, but he has lost access to this gold and this stone. So both players trading access to resources, so this gold from Gummibaer was denied and this gold from Food Police was denied. Now this TC will go down soon, and let's look at the village account. So it's 56 against 46, so 10 ahead for Gummibaer again. But he has a lot of idols, as you have mentioned already. And that's because we have more Woad Raiders coming in. He needs to deal with these Woad Raiders, and the villagers cannot fight the Woad Raiders. That's just a losing battle. You can never fight the Woad Raiders. You need to send army back. Let's look at the stats. They have 65 HP, they have 2 melee armor. So now finally a knight showing up, and again the entire villager lead is lost by Gummibaer. But the TC has been destroyed over here. Now the Mangonel working on these houses, the pesky houses, maybe making sure that his opponent will get housed. Now one knight attacking this tower and will be able to batter it down eventually. And yeah, it's a pretty close game. Population is very close in villages. And yeah, we have some useless fire galleys over here. Fish are running out, but still a free fish boom is still very nice for Food Police, and that's actually what's keeping it in the game, because on land I think that Gummibaer is in a stronger position at this point in time. But now let's look at this. More Woad Raiders coming in, and still Gummibaer not having too much to defend. Now finally going for the castle. He should go for a few Janissaries, because Janissaries should actually be very strong against these Woad Raiders who have only 3 pierce armor, and Janissaries I believe do deal something around 17 damage per shot. So it will actually be very strong, but the castle is in range, so that's very nice. So a few villages will go down, obviously, but the Woad Raiders also will get shot down by the castle. Eventually at least. And yeah, Food Police again losing his army, but killing a few villages in the process. And yeah, as we expected, this watchtower will go down, but now finally Gummibaer realizing that he can just go for the next TC over here, attacking it with the same Mangonel who has already destroyed 2 TCs. So this is really a hero Mangonel, and he can just park these crossbows on stand ground over here, and yeah, the Mangonel is fine. But now look at this. Food Police now at 51 villages against 44 for Gummibaer. So this has completely switched, and this is all due to the raid by the Woad Raiders.
Yeah, no, idling the villages, so he doesn't.
He has to recast all of them. He has to create more TCs. He only is on 1 TC. And whereas Food Police has been on 3 TC for a while, now only having 1 left, to be honest. Now there's one lonely knight over here. Now a very defensive castle for Food Police. Interesting. I think the only thing that's really keeping Food Police in the game is the fact that he has the fish boom. I would love it if one of the players would go imp. I mean, if Gummibaer were able to go imp, he would be able to trap this down, and he would have access to gunpowder, which could be quite strong. But now Food Police will actually lose his final TC, and that means he won't be able to produce any more villagers if that actually happens. And yes, he has some castle here, castle here, castle here, so he's in a good position. but not being able to produce villagers would be quite devastating, to be honest. Yeah, but still, it's anyone's game. Fuki's still in the villager lead solidly by almost 10. But yes, he will lose the TC. So I think it's one more mangonel shot. And yes, the TC is down. So what will Fuki do? He obviously cannot afford a TC at the moment. He needs 100 stone. Now he can, and he should place the TC soon. Maybe, yeah, he has one village over here. Maybe you could use that one for laming, maybe. And Gummibaer, I mean, Fuki still has a lot of gold. He could also sell the gold and buy other resources that he needs. Gummibaer having 2,900 gold in the bank. He should just buy food and go up to Imp at this point. Or build a lot of Janissaries, which could be very strong also in Imperial Age. Now Gummibaer going down, destroying more houses, trying to get his opponent housed. I don't think this will work out because Food Please is already at 120 popcap and he is building more houses over here. So it's kind of stalematey at this point in time. And finally we see another town center up for Food Please. He didn't have a town center for quite some while, and now village accounts are even again.
Very safe space for the content expected by 2 classes.
But look at this. Look at this. Food Please now going for Imperial Age in his town center that he just built. And Gummibaer nowhere near Imperial Age because he doesn't have the food. He has so much gold, he could just easily go for a market and buy himself up to Imp. And he should do that very soon, because otherwise his castles will get trapped down and this will be a disaster for Gummibaer. And anyways, he needs to go up to Imp because there's so many castles by his opponent, and so he should be able to, or he should try to deal with those castles. Now destroying an outpost, so he has this army over here, but the army is not doing too much, to be honest. Yeah, but still, still anyone's game. Gummibaer actually in the villager lead right now, but he should really go up to him. That will be the game deciding moment, because Food Please is already up. He is 70% on the way to Imp, and he can just build a trebuchet, trap down this castle, and yeah, also go for more siege. And now he will lose this trebuchet, this mangonel finally. That was a little bit of a sloppy play by Gummibaer. Yeah, very long range fishing, but still better than no fish at all. Gummibaer now getting housed again. Very common problem. Food Please now in the Imperial Age, and I think that Gummibaer now has to realize, he has to panic now. He has to realize, like, oh shit, I'm nowhere near him. I only have 200 food in the bank. Maybe I need to
also he's housed.
Oh yeah, he's housed badly. Now losing a lot of, or no, he's now built some houses. But now he has less population than his opponent in total. And now he should just go for a market. I don't think he has one. Should go for a market and just buy himself up to it. I think there's no way around it. He could even sell stone. Look at this, he has 1,600 stone. So just drop 2 castles or go up. And then he should also go for a better food economy, because as Turks you also want to mix in hussars into your army composition. What I do like is these Janissaries. So you look at them, they're Castle Age units. They have 17 attack, ranged attack, 44 health and 8 range. So in Castle Age they are extremely strong. But yeah, Food Please now, or Gummibaer queuing up more and more villages. He has 5 villages queued up.
And hopefully filling another town center, if I saw that correctly.
Yes, he is. And now the first trebuchet is out. I mean, yes, it's unprotected. It could just be taken out by these Janissaries, maybe in 2 volleys. But yeah, he will attack this town center. Okay, I thought he would go for the capital, but looks like it is the town center. And now let's look at this battle. The Janissaries. Yeah. Not hitting the trebuchet. Yeah, they have, looks like they have very poor accuracy against trebuchets, but he should not lose them that easily. And still, okay, now Gummibaer now getting close to clicking up to him, but still not clicking up. And the longer he waits, the worse it gets. And yeah, I'm not sure if there will be a GG soon, because he's not clicking up. He almost has the food. He's not clicking up. He has stone that is enough for 2 more castles. And I don't know who will win here. But I think that that Food Please has the advantage because he's already an imp. Still has a little bit of food eco over here. But Gummibaer having the villager lead, so it's interesting.
Yeah, but Food Please has a heavy military lead, almost.
Yes, and now the Vogue Raiders are coming in, and they have plate mail armor, and the Janissaries are caught out, the castles are not up.
Yeah, the Vogue Raiders are
because they're so fast. And why didn't he build the castles earlier? I mean, he had 1,800 stone in the bank for half of the game. He didn't build the castles, and yeah, he threw this.
Massive stone, extremely much gold.
Not going up to Imp. I mean, you're Turks. You have to go up to Imp. That's what Turks do.
Oh, now he's going up to Imp, but it's it's just way too late.
Just get a market, buy yourself up. It's the way up. You had 3,000 gold in the bank. You can just buy Imperial Age at this point. Yeah, now it's late. And I think there will be a GG soon coming in, because this castle is getting trapped down. Now getting murder hole and ballistics. And ballistics does not affect Janissaries, I think. But he doesn't have them anymore anyways. And still we have the Vogue Raiders over here, so you should consider upgrading them to Elite. Vogue Raiders, very strong unit. Once you spam them out, you can just raid the economy all day long, so you can just go in here and pick off a few villages. Speaking of which, still a village elite for Gummibaer. So he's not out of this game yet.
Military
heavily in favor.
Yeah.
And so what Gummibaer should have prepared is maybe for some archery ranges to get a few hand cannons out, because if you know that your opponent has a lot of Vogue Raiders, you should go for hand cannons, because they get the +10 bonus damage, which the Janissaries don't against infantry. So hand cannons against infantry stronger than Janissaries, even though the Janissaries do have the melee armor, which is very nice, and they have more HP. But I think they're also more expensive. Alternatively, Turks, as I mentioned already, also very good with cavalry archers, but I think that's not something that Gummibaer has considered in this case. And now look at this, 3 traps out, no masonry, no hoardings, of course no architecture for Gummibaer, so this castle is just going down so quickly. And now Gummibaer finally in the Imperial Age, he has 1 Hussar out because Turks get that for free. But yeah, I think it's GG. Castles are down, town center is down, there's only 5 Janissaries left, and they're not gonna stand a chance against this mass of Vogue Raiders with +4 pierce defense, which are coming in. And I think the GG will come in soon. And also we see more siege from the Celt player, and that's what the Celts should go for, is siege weapons, because they fire faster and you can also give them more HP. So yeah, very nicely played by our red player. But look at this, yes. Look at all of these resources. And Gummibaer Gruen is not using them because he's not able to. He doesn't have the production buildings. And yes, getting a single bombard cannon. But I think a few more hand cannons would have been better. And that's the game. And the series 3 against 2 in this best of 5. Or maybe it is a best of 7.
Maybe it's just the start of the best.
But what a series and what a game and what a back and forth. I mean, Gummibaer had it in the bag, but he wasn't able to capitalize. I mean, look at this. He was able to kill all the TCs of Food Please. All the TCs. He didn't have a TC anymore. He had to collect stone to get another TC up. And then once he had it up, he immediately researched Imperial Age.
They had the resources then.
Yes, so yeah, here, and then he built it, and then he went for the Imperial Age.
Okay, that I have not noticed.
Or was it here?
Imperial Age. I thought he has not the resources, and then there was a trap, and I was like, okay, it's the Imperial Age already.
Here, when
Yeah, you didn't. That was your biggest mistake. You didn't go up to Imperial Age. And because you had all of these castles in your face and you needed to push them back, so it was clear that you need to go either for Imperial Age or for Rams. But I think Imperial Age would have been much better.
It's what really.
Yeah, well, once again, I thought that I was losing it when you pushed me so hard. This time it was yours, who was very aggressive, but then I managed to survive with the castles and just hide behind them.
Yeah, interestingly, not so many towers.
Yeah.
So a little bit more cautious play. But nice that you won the water fight.
Yeah, well, there was not too much resistance. I think only 1 or 2 fire guys from you.
Yeah.
And
I did not have the attention.
And I researched gill nets this game. So
you did it!
Yes.
Finally,
What
you
is
researched
gill
gill
nets?
nets. That makes your fishing ships work faster. So they added that in Definitive Edition, I think, and you should get that. Especially, you should definitely consider getting that.
I was shocked how fast your castle age time was as well. It's very fast.
Yeah, it was incredibly fast. And but I think what kept you in the game, please, in Castle Age was the fishing ships.
Yes. Wow, and the knights I had 0 working villages when your knights were raiding me. That's crazy.
Except for that 10
fishing ships,
and that was what kept you in the game.
Oh, okay.
And then you just kept just stayed in Castle Age for no reason.
I had no wood for a very long time. And I lost my town center. And
yeah, but you had almost infinite gold and an enormous amount of stone.
but I did not have even wood to build a market.
Yeah, this guy, I used the market so heavily. I just bought and sold all the time because my eco was so horrible.
Yeah. And its market is so strong. It's so incredibly strong. You have to use it.
If you have a market. Well, it was the closest game so far, a sick game. I love it.
Yeah, very nice back and forth. And again, showed that water is worth it to at least try to fight for it. But I have to say, Gummibaer's fishing ships were idle anyways. So, didn't really matter.
Well, I was lucky with my dock location.
Yes, indeed. What a game! What a game! I mean, look at this. And Gummibaer usually, so in the early game, it's interesting. Foodplace is ahead in villages, usually by 3 villagers.
This is
Really?
Yes, because he's. I think you're better at keeping your TC working.
So in the early game, I am gaining more wood for my fishing production. And that's why sometimes my TC gets idle. And I get loom pretty early.
Yeah, but that's the same strategy as Foodplace does.
Okay.
But then I like during Dark Age, there's like a couple of like 10 seconds here or 10 seconds here or TC's idle, and that's where Foodplace is able to get like 3 villagers ahead. But then in Feudal Age, and going from there, usually switches around, and Gummibaer is getting ahead in villages. So it's very interesting and dynamic. And then as you can see here, villager high in favor of Gummibaer. But yeah, not enough army. The Wold Raiders were really devastating in your...
I should have walked my backside.
Yes,
You
or
want to be ready.
build more castles earlier.
Yeah.
So the castles were quite late. Could have built one further forward. Like, you should have built the castle where your starting TC was, maybe. Just to also challenge the other castle. Alright, nicely played, well played to both of you. Amazing series. And I hope to see the conclusion to this best of 7 soon. Alright, see you then.